There are 4 signs on the main pole that indicate directions: south, north, west, east. Use the compass to place the main pole correctly so that the tracker can track the sun properly. The main pole must be installed on solid concrete ground or pier with the expansion bolts. The solid ground base must be larger or equal to a 600 by 600 by 70 mm cube. Take out the 516x M12x55 mm hex socket cap bolt and M12 flange nut from the screw bag 2 and install them on the B-rod. First, install the B-rod on the main pole and then fix it with bolts and nuts. Take out two 10x M8x40 mm hex socket shoulder screw and two M8 flange nut from screw bag 3. Then install the C-rod onto the B-rod and secure it with screw nuts. Take out 4 M8 x 80 mm hex socket cap bolt, 4 M8 flange nut, 4 M8 elastic washer, and 4 Phi 8x16x 1 mm flat washer from screw pocket 4. Then place the D-rod on the B-rod and secure it with the part just taken out. Take out 2 E-rods and place them on the C-rod. Then take out 8 M8 x 80 mm hex socket cap bolt, 8 M8 flange nut, 8 M8 elastic washers, and 8 Phi 8x16x 1 mm flat washers from screw pocket 5 to install and fix them from top to bottom. Take out 6 M8 x 25 mm hex socket cap bolt from screw bag 7. And use them to install 2 silver linear actuator stand and a white linear actuator stand. Fix the manual rod rack to the main pole using 2 M8x25 mm hex socket cap bolt. Connect the B-rod and manual rod with an M6x35 mm latch. Fix the manual rod to the manual rod rack using a Phi 8x M6x30 mm hex socket shoulder screw, 2 Phi 8x24x 2 mm flat washer and an M6 flange nut. Take out 2 M6x35 mm latch and R-type cotter pin from screw bag 8 and install a 300 mm linear actuator. Take out 4 41x21x 1.5 mm dash 1150 mm channel steel, place them on the E-rod, and connect them with 2 U-shaped connectors and 2 steel connectors. Take out 4 M6x30x 50 mm square U-bolts, 8 M10x 30 mm hexagonal socket cap bolts, 8 M10 flange nuts, and 6 M6 flange nuts to fix the channel steel to the E-rod. Take out 3 M5x10 mm hex socket cap bolt, 2 M8x25 mm hex socket cap bolt, and 2 M8 flange nut. Then install the sunlight sensor rack onto the channel steel, and after installation, install the sunlight sensor in the direction shown in the diagram onto the sunlight sensor rack. Place the solar panel on the single-axis solar tracker. Take out 16 solar panel middle clamp and 16 M8x22 mm hex socket cap bolt. Installing and fixing solar panels. Installing the solar tracker controller onto the main pole using 2 M6x10 mm hex socket cap bolt.